My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I am currently in Carbondale, Illinois. I am still being attacked by Scientology. So let me explain Scientology. Humans have a soul. We have extra dimensional biology attached to us. We utilize it while we are alive, and we utilize it in the afterlife. So Scientology, they cut their souls off. So they stick technology in it, in its brain, in its nervous system, and they drive it around from a remote location. And the longer they are in outer space, or they go into outer space and come back to Earth, I'm being attacked. I'm being attacked. Oh, I'm being tortured. So the longer they're in outer space, the bigger they get. They get big compared to us. These are other Scientologists driving around their souls, alien forms. They look alien in appearance, and human. Some of them look human. So these people steal body parts for a living. That's what they do. Scientology requires donor organs and tissues. See, when you get your soul cut off and they cut it into one or more pieces, your soul is missing organs and tissues. They have to leave organs and tissues behind in order for the owner of the biology to survive. So they take organs and tissues from other humans and other species, such as reptiles, insects, and worms, to try to make themselves whole and function properly again, to add to their souls, to their alien forms. They use transplants and such so they can drive them, so they can make their biologies complete, whole, and functioning properly. So this is the case, or this is my case. These these Scientologists, they value my body parts, my extra dimensional biology. I am a Class A personality. I have a genius level of intelligence. I write literature. I come create ideas and do other things that are very valuable to mankind. I guess they're worth money to these people. They see it as value. Quit talking to me. I do not consent to see your face. I do not consent to hear your voice. You are breaking the law. You're doing it again. Stop. You're breaking the law. They're evil people. So they value my biology. They see me write literature and create ideas that are very valuable. So they tried to do a brain transplant on me. They tried cutting the brain out of my soul. Our soul has a brain too. They tried cutting my soul out, the brain out of my soul, and using it as a transplant. They stuck it in their own heads to try to gain my intelligence, my ability to create and write literature. That's how stupid these people are. But they do have the technology to read brain tissue, sort of like a book, or look at it and read memories and uh, and things of this nature. They can put it in a machine and look at it and read it and try to use it or kind of use it, or at least look at it and read the memories. And they're treating it as a trinket or some kind of toy or that they can look at and try to use for themselves. So these people are evil. They're serial killer type people, Jeffrey Dahmer type personalities. I mean, they cut body parts off for a living. They steal body parts. There's one issue with it, or there's multiple issues with this, but there's one important issue with this. There's an entanglement property between our third dimension and our extra dimensions. If you remove extra dimensional biology, no matter where you take it in the universe, you are still in that biology for life, for as long as that biology exists, you're still in it. That means that I'm being kidnapped. They're stealing my extra dimensions and taking it to their facilities, and they're doing things to it. They're either using it for a transplant, they're using it for their hive mind technology, or they're making toys and trinkets out of it. They even make jewelry out of it, like they make necklaces and rings and stuff out of my body parts. And they come down here on their alien forms. They bring their alien forms onto my location. You can't see them, but they are here. They reside in the extra dimensions. They bring them onto my location constantly. For the last 14 years, they have been on my location. And for the last 5 years, they've been stealing body parts, or 6 years. They are horribly evil people. Bad, evil people. Please stop. I'm being tortured. So they have part of my extra dimensional brain at their facilities, or at their location. They're in their possession. They're alien forms. And they're adding technology to the top of my brain. So they're making a scaffolding or something, and they're sticking it looks like my memories, so they can see the memories on top of my head, and they keep pulling them out and clicking them in to making it look like they're stealing the memories they want to steal, and they're trying to add their memories or false memories into my brain to make it look like I thought a certain way, or they are responsible for my intellectual property, or that I've done something wrong. They're manufacturing evidence in this nature, and it hurts. I'm losing body parts, and they have left just enough for me to function properly and think properly. Please stop showing yourselves to me. I do not consent. They are horribly evil people. So over the past week or so, they've been clicking. They pull shit out and click shit in, pull shit out and click shit in over and over and over and over again. And they're putting shit in my brain. They're building a scaffolding and sticking shit down inside of my brain to make a toy out of my brain. Please get away from me. You're breaking the law. So they have hive mind technology installed into my brain, or they have my brain in a machine. We communicate with each other telepathically, and they interact with me in a digital landscape. And they harass me constantly. They berate me. They say, well, you've killed kids. They claim I've killed a kid. Apparently, they tried to set me up. Someone killed a kid, or pretended to kill a kid, or they made manufactured evidence. I think it's all fake. Uh, and they're making movies and manufacturing evidence, and so to speak, because no one in my environment has ever died. There's never been nothing on the news, or there's never been no cases, murder cases. And the police have never contacted me about anything. And what's bad is this person is doing this. Other people are watching it. Hundreds of thousands of people are watching this event unfold, and it's causing terrorism. So these people have the ability to drive other humans. This technology gives them the ability to drive other humans as well. They can drive humans, animals, insects, and worms, and they have been driving, committing acts of terrorism. Like they turn a kid into surrogates, and they'll run a kid into a school and shoot up a school uh, using this technology. And this has been happening over and over again. Acts of terrorism. They also poison the water supply with contaminants, toxins, or particles. Please get away from me. I do not consent. You're breaking the law. They're saying you've done something wrong. That's false. No, I've done nothing wrong. I got forced to assimilate by Scientology, or you installed hive mind technology into my brain without my consent to steal intellectual property. This happened over 14 years ago for no reason. other than I was being a genius. They send me on social media, participating in politics, writing literature, being an influencer, uh, highly intelligent person. And they stuck technology in my brain. They wanted to get close to my psychology. They were attracted to my psychology, and they kidnapped me. They installed technology in my brain to steal intellectual property. I promise that's why it happened. That's what happened, and that is what is happening. So I'm part Native American, and I'm part Caucasian. My Native American name is Crazy Bird. I wrote Crazy Bird comics. I wrote the Environmental Creation Agency. I wrote Buffalo Dollars, wrote Alien Bob, Bug Bob, Space Bob, Jewel Craft, and several other stories. And they see this as a value. He just blew me a kiss. That's how evil they are. Evil fucking psycho people. Kidnapping people. They kidnap people. So some of these people are in the military. So this UMass facility, they call it Preservision and UMass. They have people from the government and from the military at their facilities. Please stop showing yourself to me. I do not consent. Please get away from me. You're breaking the law. Please get away from me. You are breaking the law. He says, abide by the law. I've done nothing wrong, and you are not the cops. But you're not the police, man. You are not the police. Call the cops. I will. I swear to God, I will. I already have. I will multiple times, and I will again. You're breaking the law. This is kidnapping, serial killing, Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. So they have stole biologies from me and my family. They value my genetics. They think me being part Native American is something of extreme value, and they want to harvest it. They want to harvest body parts from me and my family. They took children. They took body parts from children in my family, from other family members, and me, and my animals. I have dogs and chihuahuas. They murdered one. They murdered one named Coco. She was a little black and tan chihuahua, part chihuahua, part hound dog mix. They killed her, murder. It was tortured to death. And they claim they have her soul in their possession and they are torturing it, which means she's in hell. They sent her to hell. Stop harassing me. They're doing it again. Please get away from me. You're breaking the law. It says once you tell them who it is, they'll know we can't be got. Yeah, it was something to be done. So they have possession of my soul. It's in many different pieces. Some of it they're using for transplants. Some of it they're using for surrogate making purposes. Some of it they're making trinkets out of. Some of it they're putting in their machines. And some of it they're using for torture devices. So I'm still in my soul no matter where it goes in the universe. It's still connected to me. Not only is it connected to me, it's like it's here. It's like it never left me. So they like to stick things in it and shove things down my throat and up my rectum and in my side. They put holes all in me. And they've been trying to drag chains through me recently, but other people have been getting them out. And it's little kitty bullshit, retarded garbage shit, like sticking shit inside of people over and over again. That's what Scientology does. They cut body parts off, or cut souls off. They cut them open. They shove technology and devices and sensors and shit inside of them. Put transplants on them. Put an alligator skin on top of it. Sew them all back up, and then sell them back to the owner as a vehicle, as uh, a biology that can drive around. It's what they do for a living. It's already Dr. Kevorkian type bullshit. And then they kidnap people also. So these people at Preservision, at UMass, and even the military, even politicians at the CIA and the FBI, they take people for personal reasons. Like they will kidnap people for sexual reasons. Our souls, part of it sort of resembles our earthly biology. So they kind of, part of it kind of looks like we do on Earth. And if they see a female, especially these men, if they see a female they are attracted to, they will take that person. They will take their soul, and maybe sometimes they put them in that soul and give them an out of body experience or a lucid dreaming experience and have sex with them, and then wake them back up or send them back to Earth, and they'll keep that biology for their own purposes. And they do. They have necrophilia. They're necrophiliacs. They steal souls for sexual purposes at humans and preservation. It's a Scientology commodity that you can buy or purchase from these people. And the women do it too. The women take uh, biologies for sexual purposes too. And in my case, I've been kidnapped because of my psychology. I'm highly intelligent, and I'm a creative, and I write literature. I'm an author. That's the reason I've been kidnapped. They see me as a commodity. This is sort of, they want to call it slavery, but it's not. I never quit writing. I never quit working on my own work. I slowed down a lot, and it has changed, but I never quit. Now it's just a small version of what I would have normally done, or a small amount of what I would have normally done without these people present. And they think they own my intellectual property. They're going to torture me to death, send my soul to hell, keep my brain tissue up there, keep my body parts that they want to keep. Hey, stop showing yourself to me. I do not consent. You're breaking the law. Please get away from me. So they woke me up again this morning. They don't let me sleep. They woke me up at like 4 o'clock or 4:30. They wake me up every morning. They don't let me sleep. Most of the time it's like 12 o'clock in the night or 2 o'clock in the morning. And they do things to my brain and my body to make me not be able to go back to sleep. Like they damage my brain, or I think they stick brain tissue back on my head every night so I can go back to sleep, so I can go to sleep. And then they pull it off to wake me up in the morning. We need brain tissue on our heads to sleep. You can't sleep without it, I promise. They don't give a shit. Yes, Barack Obama is involved. He's one of these people. He works for these Scientology companies. He practices Scientology. So there are several people in the military doing this too, and other civilians. The CIA is involved. The FBI is also involved. So these Scientology has invaded every institution in our society. They have infiltrated the FBI. They have infiltrated the CIA. They have infiltrated the military. They have forced assimilation upon upon politicians and other institutions in our society that have any kind of influence on the public whatsoever, such as social media. They Social media got forced to assimilate. Mark Zuckerberg is involved. Uh, Marketing companies. So there are marketing companies that determine what the internet ads that we see. They determine the commercials we see on TV, and they determine the commercials and the songs and the media we hear on the radio and other uh, media outlets and other sources of media. They control everything we see and read. They control the information. They control the knowledge of mankind. They control everything. And these people they're either using Scientology or forced to assimilate. So Enoch, the Anunnaki from ancient times, apparently his biology is still up there. He's still in use. And he's been turned into a surrogate. He died. He either died or something happened. He got turned into a surrogate. People are driving him around, or his biology around. These Scientologists are. And this guy from the military, or these people from the military, they claim to be Enoch. He calls himself Enoch. So there's one guy from the military. He has a red or grayish hair and a beard. He's a skinny, lanky guy. He's also doing this to me. There's a guy from Humas. He wears a National Guard outfit, or says he's Marines. He wears some kind of military uniform, like basic training uniform. And he is also responsible for this torture and terrorist activities. He has toxic masculinity, like he's very competitive. He doesn't want to see anybody else succeed. He wants to cut people down, chop them to pieces, and kill them or keep them down to keep them from succeeding or gaining any kind of influence or power over him, because he takes victims and he doesn't want his victims to fight back in any way. So that's part of the reason they're doing this to me. And over the last 14 years, this has been apparent by the behavior, or by the way they treat me. They cause sickness in me. They put shit inside of me. They stick shit in my ear. They harass me every single day of my life for the last 14 years. And they try to set me up and I'll do all this kind of stuff to me. So Scientology has an MO. If you have any kind of conflict with Scientology, they do things to you like stalk you. They harass you. They sabotage your life. They may even put stuff in your food and water. They break into your homes and businesses and vehicles. And they sabotage you and harass you and stalk you until you die. They wish you would either go to prison or die to get rid of their problem. They have problems with people. So these people are very extremely evil. They torture me nonstop, 24/7, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And they never sleep. They never sleep a wink. This technology, it interfaces to the areas of the brain that we sleep in. When we sleep, uh, our consciousness moves into to the areas of our brain in which they utilize. This means that while they sleep, they are awake on their alien forms. And even while they are awake, they are using their alien forms. So they never sleep. They never shut down. And this technology stimulates brain and nervous system tissue. It has a narcotic-like effect upon the user. They run energy through their brain and nervous system. This stimulates the release of neurochemicals. It stimulates the release of dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin, and other neurochemicals, and hormones. It has an extremely narcotic-like effect upon these users. Plus, they are abusing substances, mostly stimulants and opiates. They all are, every single one of them, especially the government. The government uses stimulants. The military, the CIA, the FBI, even these politicians, they're all on drugs. It's they're twacked out of their heads. They're doing body parts for a living. So they're stealing souls for a living. So they've already made their alien forms. This is why it's happening. They cut their own souls off, or they had their own souls cut off. They fixed it up with stolen body parts and organs and tissues and technology, and they drove it out into outer space, and it's gotten big. They've been out there for 30 or 40 years. They are huge now. The longer you're in outer space, the bigger you get, and such is the natural state of the universe. So they've gone out there and they've gotten big. They're on big aliens and big humans out in outer space, and they steal bodies. Now they're going to do your soul. They can cut your soul off and drive it around too. They call it a surrogate. So now they cut off other people's souls over and over and over again, one after another, stealing souls for surrogate making purposes. And for kidnapping, they kidnap some people. And they do this over and over again. I just got hit again. It went click. Over and over again. They don't stop. It's over and over and over and over again. They don't stop 24/7. Please stop talking to me. I do not consent for you to speak to me. I do not consent for you to show me things in my brain. I do not consent to be hooked up to your hive mind technology. He says, oh, well, oh, well. I do not consent. You're breaking the law. Please get away from me. So they're here at my location right now. I'm now in Carbondale, Illinois. I'm staying in a motel room. They're in my motel room. They're putting shit in my food and water supply. They set up on my bed. Every time I lay down, they start messing with my biology. Please get away from me. I do not consent for you to be here. It's just breaking and entering, and it's stalking. Please leave. You're breaking the law. No, leave. You know what I mean? Leave. You're breaking the law. Leave. Get away from us. You're breaking the law. Leave. I do not consent for you to be here. These people get on their alien forms, and they're invisible to the public. They've been committing crimes against humanity for the last 60 or 70 years, ever since the 60s. Kidnapping, forced assimilation, alien abductions, surrogate making, torture. They spread parasites.